I didn't really know what to expect, what things were going to look like this year. And I think the first year, usually, if not the first few months, are always the biggest challenge because there's so many new things that are going on. And I've been thrilled with how they're doing it. The adversity that this team has faced already and with the amount of injuries we've had. And I've really been pleased with how our players have had to embrace new roles and new positions on the fly. And we're happy with 5-3, but we also know that playing a little bit better, we probably could even be a little bit better. We've really been competitive in every game that we've played, and that's kind of what we want, at least to start with, is to get to a point where we're competitive, and now we just got to learn how to finish games better. The things that we talk about is kind of a lot is our 5 non-negotiables, and that is the effort in which everyone works with, the communication both on and off the court, the focus, attention to detail in which we want to do things, and then being a great teammate and being coachable. Like, those are standards that we feel like if they can take into the classroom or take into their jobs, and be great in those things, they're going to be great in almost every aspect of their life. And with all that being said, we kind of have an overall umbrella of just really wanting to create a great experience for each other. For us as coaches, that's my drive, is to really help create a great experience for our players, and then them learn how to create great experiences for each other. So I feel like that's been something that we feel like we have control over, and we want to be great at the things that we can control. And if we can create a great experience for each other, I think great things are going to happen.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome onto the Bluff at the University of Portland inside the Chiles Center. I'm Brian Slyke with your call for today's home opener for the Portland Pilots as they take on NAIA foe Warner Pacific. The turnover. Kaitu finds Frowley to Fowler. Fowler takes the turnover up to Andrews, and the quick layup and in. Bruno dribbles into the paint, going up herself, blocked by Wooldridge. And that'll be it. Pilots win the home opener 78-36 in a 42-point victory.
Well, today we didn't perform as well as we could have, but it's gonna be good to look back at film and go over what we need to work on.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome onto the campus at the University of Portland inside the Chiles Center for today's matchup between the Portland Pilots and the visiting Loyola Chicago Ramblers. 3 seconds left. Anderson driving. And she gets it to go! We'll get some free basketball heading into overtime. It's 56-all. She drives. Bodies fouled.
Into a position to get into overtime in the first place, and now they're going to look for her to step up and make some big shots to get them back in it.
Yeah, she had the first three to tie it up. She misses the easy shot. The second shot doesn't go. Rice goes up and they fall. Lead final 30 seconds. Engesser, top of the key. Steps back behind the arc for a three. 14-point victory for the visiting Loyola Chicago Ramblers over the Portland Pilots, 78-64.
You know, we've really never tried to focus on wins and losses. We feel like if we just kind of do the right things, that great things will happen. And so, you know, my focus really this year is more from a culture standpoint. You know, it's really important that they feel like they're around people that care about them and that they can trust are going to, you know, help make it a great experience, and that they can learn how to do that with one another. They learn how to share the ball and, you know, share each other's successes and failures and care more about what they can do together as a group than what they're doing as individuals.